2 laptops, cameras, 1 desktop, and other items were stolen.
More than 1,000 hectares of rice and rice farms, a bridge and 37 houses have been destroyed by ongoing heavy rains in Lushoto district, Tanga region, leaving some of the victims seeking aid to family and friends.
People have no food. We expected the rain to save us, but this has not been the case. Land has been damaged. You can't farm much. There are 3,117 people in my area who have no clean drinking water. I ask the government to help us. We've not been able to do it because a lot of money is needed. In addition, as you can see, there's a lot of damage that has been done.
Zaidi ya hekta 1000 ambazo tukizilima ndio zinazalisha chakula cha kuilisha wilaya nzima ya Lushoto na mkoa mzima wa Tanga.
One police officer and his 3 co-accused have appeared before Kisutu Resident Magistrate Court, facing 3 charges of economic sabotage and causing police force incur more than 798.7 million shillings loss. Emmanuel Mkilia, a police officer, Donald Mhaiki, IT specialist, Abdi Hassan Ali and Muhaddin Hussein, both traders, are charged with case number 2 of year 2020. Reading the case in front of Judge Salum Ali, Senior Advocate Wankyo Simon, together with Judge Janet Mahogo, say the accused are facing 3 charges, including between 19th March 2013 to 18th December 2013, causing the police force incur loss of 798.7 million shillings, forgery and money laundering. Now, Judge Salum Ali told the accused not to answer any charges since the court is incapable of handling economic sabotage cases according to the laws until the court is permitted by Director of Public Prosecution DPP. However, Senior Advocate Wankyo Simon told the court that the investigations of the case are ongoing. The case has been adjourned until 20th January 2020. Now, the Minister of Planning, Philip Mpango, has directed Secretary of the Ministry of Finance and Planning to take stern measures against government and private institutions' accountants who will go against ethics of accountants by involving themselves in embezzlement of government funds, causing loss to the government. Minister Mpango made the statement in Dar es Salaam.
Pamoja na mifumo iliyokwisha kuanzishwa, mtaitumia vizuri.
I will utilize past systems with diligence to serve Tanzanians well, who believe that if you do so, then you will better their standards of life. Make sure that you don't succumb to embezzlement of public funds. Anyone who does so will be dealt with accordingly. This system is as a result of improvement on public funds management as well as the use of electronic systems.
Transport means will improve to more than 3,000 residents of MV Ilemela district, Mwanza region, following completion of construction of MV Ilemela at a cost of 2.7 billion shillings. Residents in the Isles have commended the government for building the ferry that will have routes between Kayenze to Mbezi.
It will be easier for tradesmen to conduct business. We commend our President and our Member of Parliament. Our President is doing a lot. Even here in Mwanza, you can see the progress made. And we bear witness today too. We hope by February or March to see another ferry on the water. We commend our President for a job well done.
President of Zanzibar and the Revolutionary Council, Dr. Ali Mohammed Shein, has expressed his shock following institutions and individuals who are spreading information of low education level in Zanzibar. While launching a school, President Shein added that education level in the Isles is high, with high performance levels.
Liberation carried out by the Afro-Shirazi Party has laid a foundation to transform education in Zanzibar, free education of which we will not change. This was done to deal away with the lack of space, but to address the problem of schools which didn't provide the best learning environment.
Now, despite Tumbi Referral Hospital catering for 400 patients per day, with 80% of them being accident victims, the hospital is still facing insufficient doctors and poor infrastructures. These were revealed by the acting director of Kibaha Education Company at 50th anniversary of the company, adding that the company is determined to fight diseases and poverty.
Since the center was started, only 35 patients could be admitted, but today at least 253 are admitted. We commend Kibaha Education for starting up a revenue collection center, which is now used by TAMISEMI to collect revenue throughout the country. If the late father of the nation did not see far, today we wouldn't be here. I ask you to carry this forward so we can celebrate the next 50 years.
Four girls from Machochwe, Ngarawani and Mkegesi villages in Serengeti District, Mar region have been rescued from circumcision by the police force gender desk in collaboration with Mgumu Nyumba Salama, a hub for girls and women in the country. Mar Police Commander ASP Daniel Schiller said the police force gender desk received information of female genital mutilation plan that was organized by girls' families.
Kwa sasa ni shwari, lakini hata hivyo kuna matukio machache yanayojitokeza.
Everything is calm except for a few incidences that occurred, such as plans to mutilate 4 girls in Serengeti. On 3rd January 2020, Gender and Child Desk received information that this was taking place in 3 different villages. When we arrived there, the culprits escaped, but investigation is going on. My father told me about this man who was going to marry me and had paid a lot of money. I left home at 4 a.m. and when I got to town, I was met by a lady who took me to the station. 2020 is the year whereby girls are mutilated, and already we've received information on certain areas where it is already taking place. We're using intelligence gathered to arrest culprits.
Some people have continued poaching activities at national reserves and forest reserves in the country, where Morogoro Police Force, in collaboration with game rangers, have seized trophies including elephant tusks, weapons and 7 suspects. The 7 suspects were arrested in Isongo village, Ulanga district, in possession of weapons and 12 elephant tusks with a value of 103 million shillings.
They were found with elephant tail and some weapons that they used in poaching. They have been arrested and investigation is going on. Through our intelligence forces in Tanapa, we gather information on criminals, of which later, together with the police, we work to secure government property.
And that is the end of national news. International news follows next. Welcome back, and in international news. Nairobi High Court has told the government to allow the coming back of advocate and activist Miguna, who was sent to exile from Kenya for swearing in the opposition leader Raila Odinga in 2018.
We will stand by the struggle for liberation to the maximum. There are those who now want to board the plane and come back. The president stated that he is free to come so long as his travel documents are sound.
More than 40 rebels from the Nyaturu rebel group have surrendered their arms to the Congo government in northern Kivu.
This came from our leaders who called for all armed children fighting in the forest to surrender to military officers. There are those who will choose to remain in the army, therefore they will receive training so they can serve their country.
And NATO's top officials are meeting on Monday to discuss the future of the alliance's mission in Iraq as Middle East tensions mount following the U.S.-ordered killing of senior Iranian General Qasem al-Sulaiman. Ambassadors from the 29 allies gathered at their Brussels headquarters with the Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg expected to brief journalists afterwards. And that is the end of international news tonight. Business news follows shortly after this break. We'll be right back. And in business news tonight, the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange announced that until the end of 2019, a total of 814.97 million shares valued at 624.82 billion shillings were sold and bought in the market, compared to 93.1 billion shares valued at 208.96 billion shillings that were sold and bought in 2018.
Kwa mwaka mzima sasa ukiangalia utaona kwamba counter
Vodacom counter contributed the largest by 80.66% of the value on all shares, followed by TBL by 15.26% and CRDB by 3.35%.
3.35.
The Tanzania Shipping Agencies Corporation has removed 7 challenging levies at the Dar es Salaam port, a move that is aimed at increasing number of customers at the port.
Kwa sababu tangu tulivyoingia tulikuwa tumeanza kuangalia tozo gani ambazo tunaona ni nyanyaso.
We started by looking at what tariffs were unfair to consumers and had nobody to fight for their rights. Therefore, we've decided to deal away with 7 charges, such as less container load administration fees, amongst other charges.
Kulikuwa kuna delivery order fees $45 pamoja na VAT, palikuwa na administration fees walikuwa na charge $20 mpaka 100.
And avocado farmers, milk processing factory and a maize processing factory to receive more than 1.1 billion shillings loan from Tanzania Cultural Bank TADB, a move that is aimed at improving production, create employment and generation of more income to residents of Njombe region.
Kawa chachu ili wengine wa Tanzania ambao wako kwenye minyororo ya thamani.
Other Tanzanians on the value chain, especially on grain, should use this opportunity.
Kwa tayari kuwasaidia.
Mimi nataka niwaambie wanawake wenzangu,
I would like to urge Njombe women to work together so we can make progress. The government is thinking of us.
Serikali inatufikiria.
Uchakusanyaji unaongezeka.
We collected as much as 5,000 liters, which enabled us to meet our target.
Ilisaidia kwa kiwango kikubwa.
End of business news. Sports news follows shortly.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment of going away. Gay trying to go with him and he's being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose to Len.
Welcome back, and in sports news. The East African Tennis Youth Championships have started today at the Gymkhana Court in Dar es Salaam, with 8 of the invited 12 countries participating.
This is the second time Tanzania is hosting this event, and that was because of the evaluation we have done on the first edition of the event, and then all the nations were happy the way Tanzania have run it, and then that's why actually we have offered again, once again, Tanzania to host the event. And then at the same time, Tanzania is the central of it's the central of the East Africa, so that's why it's quite easy for most of the nation to travel to Tanzania. So that's why we are here for the second time.
The national girls under-19 cricket team is ready for the special competition, which will also involve Uganda, scheduled to start on 12th of January this year.
We're
going to participate in a women's competition series against Uganda, taking place from 11th to 18th of January 2020. We're well prepared to win, and I believe we're going to win, because if we win the series, we will be ahead of Uganda in the world ranks. We believe we as Tanzania will win and be ahead of Uganda.
Former Senegal forward El Hadji Diouf is backing his compatriot Sadio Mane to win the 2019 African Player of the Year award.
The continent's best footballer will be crowned in Hurghada, Egypt tomorrow, with Mane together with his Liverpool teammate Mohamed Salah and Algeria captain Riyad Mahrez are the 3 finalists gunning for the prestigious recognition. Salah has been named Africa's best footballer in the past 2 years, with Mane coming second on both occasions, while Mahrez won the 2016 title, a year when Mane was the 3rd best. But Diouf, a 2-time African Footballer of the Year, believes it's Mane time to claim the award.
Takumi Minamino admits his Liverpool debut was one of the most intense matches I've played, but believes he has much more to offer after being introduced into a Merseyside derby.
The Reds took in a meeting with neighbours Everton at Anfield on Sunday. Teenage midfielder Curtis Jones netted the match winner for Jurgen Klopp's side, allowing him to steal the headlines, but Minamino caught the eye in his first outing for a new club. Liverpool snapped up the Japan international from Red Bull Salzburg for just £7.25 million, with his potential having been spotted in domestic and Champions League.
Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola believes Manchester United are one of the best teams in Europe when they are allowed to run. Here's the story.
The Red Devils boast a pacey attack this season that features the likes of Marcus Rashford, Daniel James and Anthony Martial. All three players are capable of blistering speed, and Guardiola is wary of the threat they can pose as his side travel to Old Trafford tomorrow for the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final. Of course, in Old Trafford it will be quite different to here, but it is a team that is built to run, Guardiola said.
And that's the end of our news bulletin for tonight. My name is Khadija Zimbwe. Thank you for watching and good night.